Bob, looks like it might be a pretty nice weekend.
Yeah, decent in the Saturday morning, Saturday evening, and now we are going to see a chance for showers and storms. Obviously, the rain chances are still staying high,
right.
But a little bit more so down to our south due to this tropical system. There's still questions out as to when it's going to make that turn to the northeast, so we won't totally write it off, but I think we'll keep an eye on it. It's better news for us over South Florida. Could get a lot more rain than we will. Here's what's going on. A beautiful sunset tonight. The Van Wezel webcam showing beautiful, clear conditions out there today, making for a delightful sunset. You can see some of the clear blue skies out there turn into a gorgeous color right there, pinks and oranges. And I tell you, we are looking at another nice photo sent in too. Get a look at this one. This is right by my old house on Siesta Key. Drew sending this one in as the sun was going down below the horizon. Off in the distance, you can see an old pier of sorts where I used to catch a lot of fish. And speaking of fish, we'll be talking a little bit about that in a bit. Temperature right now around the area into the upper 50s to low 60s. The Gulf water temperature has really cooled almost 10 degrees in the last 3 days. So that's a good sign. That usually means an end to at least hurricane development out in the Gulf of Mexico. There's still that potential down to our south. And if a storm does get brewing, it doesn't have a chance to really strengthen much because the water temperatures are cooler now over the Gulf, which is a good thing. 47, the dew point temperature. We always keep an eye on that number. That usually tells us how cool things are going to get. Yesterday at this time, Orlando was in the upper 30s to low 40s. So the dew points are starting to come up on this easterly wind. With an east wind, has tendency to bring a little bit more moisture back into play, especially along the east coast of Florida. Lows tonight, showed you this earlier, will be into the mid to upper 50s to low 50s inland. We are looking at fair skies, and looks as though we will see just a slight chance again for some showers and storms on Saturday morning, and a little bit better chance later on in the day. Nothing to show you on radar. It's all quiet right now, and we'll stay that way through Friday. Football Friday night looks to be really good, and it's currently 60 degrees right now. The dew point temperature 47. We have a light wind out of the east at 3, and the high today was below average, something we haven't been able to say much at all this fall. 83 is our normal high temperature. Low this morning was a chilly 56, well below the average of 65. And as far as rainfall goes, we've had over 2 inches so far for the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport. Well, the hourly forecast looks to be pretty chilly to start things off tomorrow morning, mid-50s to upper 50s, right around 60 at the area beaches. And tomorrow's high temperatures will warm to near 80, so we'll be back in the 80s. We'll have a cool start, but a fairly warm finish, back to more normal temperatures on and through Saturday. And Sunday we start to cool off again as another cold front comes in. We're watching this area. Right now there's no organization to this particular area, but you'll notice the storms are really starting to flare up tonight. And the National Hurricane Center now gives it a 40% chance developing. Futurecast, I drew this front in here. This is where the front's going to be, and this is where the low is expected to be by late Saturday. You'll see that kind of coming on up and then eventually taking off to the northeast. So it looks like this thing will head off to the northeast before it reaches us. But for the time being, we'll have to keep a watch on it because some of the models are still kind of confused, as you would expect, with an early going of these storms, as it really hasn't really developed quite yet. East winds at 10 knots, turns into 15 later on. Seas running 2 to 3 feet with a light chop out there. Water temperature at 76, and the tides upcoming on your screen with a 444 high tide. Sunrise at 7:36. Clear, cool, and comfortable. Low of 56 degrees tomorrow. Mostly sunny and a cool start with a warm finish. The extended forecast is calling for nice weather on Saturday morning for the walk, the big walk, the making strides, and then better chances for showers and storms Saturday evening and into Sunday morning. It cools down for Monday.